Welcome, Fundies, to another installment of Funda Chat. Today we've got Michelle Okafor with us, and she's going to be introing this series. We're doing a series on cerebral palsy and FundaCare, and then the rehabilitation of the cerebral palsy patient. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you, Frank. Thanks for having me.
It's great having you with us. So, Michelle, what do you do at FundaMedical?
So, Frank, basically, I source new medical legal experts for all our assessments and reports.
Okay, great. So, and then part of the relationship, there's obviously some highs and lows, but there's also some fun parts, like convincing them to do weird and wonderful assessments for FundaMedical.
That's right, Frank. That's the hard part. But yeah, we have good experts, and they really want to make a difference in these claimants' cases.
So for those of you who don't know, at FundaMedical, we not only do medical legal assessments or the cerebral palsy rehabilitation, but we also do medical assessments for companies, functional impairment reports and the like. And we've even done some interesting projects like going overseas to assess a patient, or our mobile assessment days that are done throughout South Africa. And Michelle's responsibility is convincing these experts sometimes to participate in these wonderful events.
That's right, Frank. That's a good summary.
Great. So, Michelle, what's cerebral palsy?
So cerebral palsy is a condition that generally develops in utero while the mother is still pregnant. Then either during the birthing process, there could be some complications, and shortly thereafter. And cerebral palsy affects movement, posture, balance, speech, and swallowing.
Okay, great. And not great about the issues, but thank you for your summary. So basically what we are doing here at FundaMedical through the rehabilitation, as I understand it, is we're trying to improve their standard of living to a certain extent through FundaBuild, but also through the rehabilitation. Speak to us about the rehabilitation. Who's involved, and then what does it entail here at FundaMedical?
Sure, Frank. So, look, generally, it's good to have the intervention, the therapy. Physical therapy is required, occupational therapy, speech therapy, really from a young age. So if we could get the claimants as early as possible while they're still young, it generally helps to stall the sort of deterioration that could happen later on. You can try and correct the posture, the movement already. And we have a panel of experts, occupational therapist, physiotherapist, and our speech therapist. And at the moment, we have one client who comes on a weekly basis for assessments. And yeah, you can see the improvements. It is, a long-term, lifelong condition. But all we're trying to do is to improve the quality of life for the claimant and for the caregiver.
Okay, great. And so basically, we're working with the case manager, and we assisted with assessing her home and the needs to repair it and get it livable, so to speak. And then here at FundaMedical, we also, our experts assisted with summaries of like the equipment and things, and also how many rehabilitation sessions and so on.
That's right, Frank. Right in the beginning, the social worker goes out to the family. She assesses the living conditions, whether the house is suitable that they live in, whether if the child is in a wheelchair, there's a ramp, there's easy access, that the bathroom is modified. So, that's in terms of the home. And then also what the child needs, for nutritional purposes, something as simple as a blender. If the mother has to mash some vegetables, on a daily basis for the feeds, that could be tiring. And of course, something, as I said, as simple as just, purchasing a blender can already help. And then, generally, positioning, making sure that she sleeps, adequately, and, there's really so many things that can be introduced to the family that just makes it so much easier.
Okay, great. So we're assisting with quality of life, but we also assisting with the claim for the attorney. So why would an attorney go to such an extent to rehabilitate this claimant?
I think, Frank, there's just the timelines, the length of time from the injury, to getting this case to court ready, first of all, getting a settlement, firstly settling the merits, and then thereafter, hopefully settling the quantum as well. So this, I mean, the child we are busy with at the moment, she's 13 years old. So can you imagine, for 13 years, this case is dragging on? And of course, in the severe cerebral palsy cases, there's always, a chance that the child may not make it before the matter is settled. And that would really be a loss for the attorney and, and for the family. So the rehabilitation just helps with making sure that, she's improving and hopefully, we get to the final settlement.
Perfect. Michelle, thank you so much for your time today. It was such an informative session. Ladies and gentlemen, so we have a few more episodes coming. We'd love you to like and subscribe, and please share these podcasts with people to get the information out there. And dear attorney, as you can see, we're quite geared up to assist you with your CP cases. And but if you want to see more, like I said, subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to you joining us with any future videos. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.